Hello, welcome to the channel, subscribe and leave your like. Between October and May, taking a dip on the beaches of Queensland, in the northeast of Australia, is basically mission impossible. The reason? This is the time of year when sea hornets, a local jellyfish species, come close to the coast to breed. In case you're wondering what's the danger in all of this, these harmless-looking creatures are known to be the deadliest living thing on Earth. Were you curious to learn more about these little warriors? Check out this list we separated with 6 facts about the sea wasp. 1. Biological weapon. Measuring between 10 and 20 centimeters in length, sea wasps are dangerous creatures, largely because of their tentacles, which are more than a meter long. These weapons embedded in their bodies carry thousands of cnidoblasts, which are stinging cells with a harpoon-shaped filament. When threatened, they use the tentacle to inject a potent poison into their enemies, which is extremely toxic to the nerves, heart, and cells of other animals. With a simple touch, this jellyfish causes such indescribable pain that it drowns its victim if it does not die of a respiratory arrest first. 2. Body shape. The sea wasp is shaped like a bell or cube with 4 distinct sides, almost as if it had been placed in a box. For that reason, it's not at all strange to see them being called Australian cube jellyfish as well. At each of their ends, these creatures carry up to 15 tentacles. The coloration of this animal varies between light blue and transparent, making it extremely difficult to observe it in the water. For this reason, it took a long time for researchers to notice the existence of the species and manage to identify what was terrorizing bathers in the region. 3. Confusing species. As mentioned earlier, it took considerable time for researchers to actually discover that the sea wasp was a real creature. At first, many thought that the attacks were caused by the famous Portuguese caravels, which also have a very uncomfortable sting. However, Portuguese caravels are often easily seen in the water. As the death of victims sometimes happened just 2 or 3 minutes after contact with the animal, researchers began to look for another culprit for the incidents. For our recommendations on the water, the sea wasp is usually seen between October and April in northern Australia. In the south, on the other hand, the season usually lasts between November and March. As it is difficult to predict when a group of them will appear in the water, the Australian government has a series of recommendations for bathers. The right thing is to always consult the local authorities to find out if it is possible to swim in the ocean. Otherwise, the use of fully protective clothing is mandatory. Swimming unattended in secluded areas is also not recommended. In general, if you are stung, your chance of survival is virtually 0. 5. Tragic end. If a sea wasp is considerably larger than average, its tentacles can reach over 60 meters in length from end to end. So it's not exactly uncommon for a rescuer to inadvertently get tangled up in another section of the tentacles while trying to help someone else escape. In the worst-case scenario, it's possible that a victim manages to land on the beach only to die within minutes, while their friends can do nothing. Therefore, do not want to cross the path of this living being at all. Until the next video with more curiosity.